All right. So, Mariam, would you like to continue from where you left off?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So we're talking about you're in the scientific department of Al-Azhar University, and you were talking about your in the Asma.
Yeah. In the first grade of faculty, I have and I was I start from it from scratch. I have after that Asma helped me in this language and got in this subject I think B plus and was the beginning. After that we had we went each other with to some meetings like and volunteer and make and volunteered in some activities, but yeah, it also encouraged me to go to volunteering activity and so on, and now we will and now we make a project we will help each other to make us friends forever, inshallah.
Inshallah, that's a very nice friend you have. I really hope you stay friends till the end and beyond, inshallah. Thank you so much, Mariam, for this. Thank you. Now, who would like to take the next question? We're going to take like 4 or 5 questions, and then I'm gonna tell you goodbye. So it's time to volunteer. Who would like to get a question? Yes? Anybody? Anybody didn't answer any question till now? Okay, Christine. Hey, Christine.
Hello, Ms. Bsma. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Christine, you attended with me the Teachers Club before, right?
Yeah, it's not the first time for me.
All right, okay.
It's my honor.
Because, you know, like the people who come for the first time, we give them easy questions, so...
Yeah.
All right, so would you... okay, so I'm gonna choose a question that has some small questions in it. Are you ready?
Yeah. All right, yeah.
Okay, so what is the worst and best advice you have given and were given?
All right.
All right, so there are 4 parts, like advice that you gave and advice that you got, and the best one and the worst one here, and the best and worst one there. Let me write it to you to, because I know it's quite a distracting question.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The best advice that I was given, it was from my supervisor, and he said me, like, you have to build a good relationship with your students. You have to act as a mother sometimes, and as a friend sometimes, and as like ridiculous and silly friends sometimes. So you have to play all of these roles perfectly, and other times you should be like strict teachers, you know, so you have to manage to play all of these rules. And that was really an amazing advice because it helped me a lot in my career, because when I like know which character that I should play now, that like allows me to like dig deep in the students' hearts, and to build a good relationship, and to like not only be like a teacher and students know we are friends, they are like my children. So this was like the most or the best advice that I was given. Actually, the worst advice, I can't remember the worst advice, or maybe it's not was advice. I saw someone was dealing students with a very bad way. He's dealing with the students just like the source of money only, and that person like didn't care of their feelings, didn't care of how they like receive your words, how they like the negative words have bad impact on them, and how that affect them, how does affect their performance. So that was really like terrible situation that I saw, but it wasn't an advice for sure. What the advice that I gave you, you talk about the advice that I give. I always give the same advice that I was given to my colleagues, or anyone asks me about an advice. Like, love the students and consider them as your children, with their mistakes, with their like bad habits, with their like troubles that they make, you know. So once you love them, you can accept anything from them, and they can accept anything from you, and they wouldn't make a lot of troubles because they love you. And once they love you, they will like they will obey you, and they will respect you, and they will do anything you want them to do. Because you know, you can imagine the situation between a mother and a child. Of course the child loves the mother, so even if he like made some troubles or annoyed the mother, he feels bad with himself about this annoying stuff, you know. So that was the best and the worst advice that I was given and that I gave.
But you didn't say the worst advice you gave.
The worst advice I gave, in terms of my career, you know, you're talking about, or
No, anything, like maybe advice you gave to a friend or something, anything.
Let me think about it, because it's not like worst advice. I always like tell my friends like take care of yourself. It's not selfish to take care of yourself. It's not like something bad that you take a time for yourself and say no to anything else, because it's your me time. I don't know, it's like a worst advice or good advice. I think it's a good advice.
It's a good advice, yeah.
It's a good advice.
Yeah, this is not about being selfish, it's about taking care of yourself. So
yeah, you know what, some mothers feels like guilty when they take care of themselves.
No,
Seriously.
yes, you're right, a lot of people do feel this, so I think it's a good advice. So so all right, so if you remembered a bad advice you gave before, just like you can share it with us.
All right, I will. I try to remember, and
Yeah.
if I remembered, I will say it. All
yeah,
right.
okay. All right, thank you so much, Christine.
Thank you.
This was very insightful. All right, so we have time for one more question. Who would like to be the last person to answer this question before we go back to the feedback and then you go back to your work and life? Who would like to get the last question?
Me.
Isra. Okay. All right.
It's my first time.
Okay. All right. right, so I'm gonna try. So this is like the secret code that we have. This is my first time, so all right. I'm gonna try to give you this question. If it's difficult, just we can change it, okay? So the question
Okay.
is, if you could ask for a miracle, what would it be? Do you know the meaning of the word miracle?
What? American?
Yes. Do you know the meaning of this word?
Okay. Yes. I know.
Okay. So if you could ask for a miracle, for something that is, you think it's impossible, but you're really hoping that it would happen, what would it be?
Okay. It's a miracle for me to travel alone. So I hope one day I can travel alone.
Okay.
I want to travel to many. I want to travel to many different countries and know different cultures.
Like what? What kind? Which countries would you like to travel to?
Okay, all countries.
Okay.
I want to travel all over the world.
Which country would you like to start with?
Okay, I want to start with Dubai, for example.
Shopping?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Any other countries would you like to go to and do a certain activity? Well,
Yes.
yes, okay. I thought you just went shopping and you left us here. So what other
No.
countries would you like to go to?
Okay, I want to go to USA.
Okay.
I want to go to travel just for fun, not for working,
Yeah. That's a good idea about traveling, you
because
know.
I like meeting different people and different cultures. So it's fun for me.
I really hope you do. I really hope you do. Would you like to add anything else, Yasra?
No,
All right. Thank you so much for this
thank you.
question. But next time you're not, it's gonna be your first time, okay?
Okay.
All right. So are you ready for the last part of our conversation club, which is sharing some of the small, baby, teeny tiny little mistakes that happened?
Yes.
May I
Yes.
ask you something first?
Sorry?
May I ask you a question first?
Yes, Iman. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. I always think about I need to practice using the English language with a foreigner or a native speaker. How can I do it? Do you have an idea? How can we have a chance to talk with native speakers and practice using our language? And of course, we may make another question. We may make mistakes while talking. How can I recognize my mistakes? Because when we are talking, I think we are doing it. We are perfect. Okay. And of course, when I am talking to you now, you will not stop me and say, you said this word wrong or bad, or you will, we will continue talking. But I need to develop my language and make it better. How can I do it? Okay, sorry for the two questions.
No,
but if
that's okay. All right.
Okay.
for the foreigners part, you can just like try the new online applications. I don't remember like specific names, but there are some applications where you can reserve like a session with a foreigner, a tutor, you know. But let me tell you that sometimes it's not really about talking to a foreigner. Sometimes you can talk to someone from any other nationality and they are talking like excellent English, and and they can help you with this. So the whole foreigner thing is no longer like the only way for you to do this. Sometimes if you're speaking with your friends in the school or at work who can speak English too, while you're practicing, is gonna also help you. So don't think that it's talking to foreigners that can help you talk like native speakers. This is not the only way anymore. For
okay, but the idea of native speaker is to have someone who knows the language better and will understand if I'm talking right or wrong. But when I'm talking to an Egyptian, for example, another teacher, I'm sure we will understand each other anyway. Okay, even if we are using the wrong sound or pronunciation.
Well, sometimes you can meet Egyptian teachers whose English is perfect and they can help you with this. So aside from Egyptian or foreigner, Nada wrote in the chat Cambly. I did not try Cambly before, but if you would like to try it and see if it's working well with you, you can do this. So this is like one way. And also, I think the US Embassy also used to do like something like a club or something where foreigners come and they have a club, but that was a long time ago. I'm not sure if they are still doing this. Minna is also writing names of other applications in the chat if you'd like to check them and try them.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Yeah, so you can take notes of them and explore them and check if you can get something that you need. So this is the first one for the first question. And the second question is, how can you recognize your own mistakes? This comes with a lot of practice where you're no longer focusing on, you know, like translating the Arabic in your head to speak in English. You're just speaking in English, just like how you're speaking in Arabic without thinking. So this is when you start to notice the mistake. Of course, after you're taking a lot of feedback from someone before, like if you have another teacher or you're taking a course with another teacher and they are telling you about the mistakes that you repetitively do, and you start to think of these mistakes or you start to notice your own mistakes later on. It just comes with a lot of practice over a long period of time. So it's not something that is going to happen overnight, you know. But in any case, what I would personally suggest is to practice at any chance that you can, even if it's not the perfect idea in your head, because sometimes we're just waiting for the perfect opportunity. I'm going to have a foreigner teacher, I'm going to have a course with a specific person, so this way I could be excellent. Sometimes people could actually be like native speakers, even if they are studying home alone, you know, like they are not having a teacher, they are just practicing every day or learning every day on their own with free applications, and still they get the same result like those who were dealing with a lot of native speakers. So it's just like a perspective you could think about, and I really hope you can reach your goal eventually. And
okay, thank you.
come
Thank
to the
you.
club, you know, like we have really good time together. So, yeah, like it's not only the foreigners, you know. I'm not feeling jealous or anything, but you know. All right, so thank you so much for these two questions. So
and thank you for
thank you so much. I mean, all right, so are you ready for the feedback, ladies and gentlemen? Yay, we're ready. Let's do it. Let's start. So I just had like very small notes. I'm just gonna like show it to you to help us do them. So could anyone help me with the first one? Like if I said I wanted to, is there a mistake here?
Yeah, I think wanna is like the contraction of want and to, so you don't need to add to.
Yes, very good. That's an excellent answer. That was Christine, right? Thank you, Christine. So I can say I want to, or I wanna without to. Like I wanna go to Alex. I want to go to Alex, or I wanna go to Alex, and that's it, without having like to, because wanna is like want to. Or I wanna travel abroad, or I wanna swim in the sea, you know. Okay, okay, guys. Yes, 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 no. You can hear me? Anyone? Number two.
Yeah,
Yes,
present continuous if I'm suffering. Yeah.
yes, very good.
Mhm.
I'm suffering, or
I suffer.
I suffer.
Without
Thank you, Minna, Nihad, and Ahmed for this. Thank you. Yes, present continuous or present simple. Okay, it is a good.
It's good.
It's good. Thank you.
without a yes.
I can say it's good, or it is.
It is a good idea.
The idea. لا.
Yes,
Or
very
We
good.
should
whatever.
put a noun after.
Yes, we put a noun after that. I feel boring.
Bored.
Bored. Yes, excellent. Can anyone tell us the difference between like
Yes, boring for things, but bored for humans. I said this sentence.
well, we agree. Oh my god, like you just well, first we don't say who did what. So I am innocent here. You confessed.
Confess. I confess.
So I can say, like, if I said I feel bored, so like from the inside I feel bored, like I just want to do something fun. But if like I am boring, it means I'm the one who's causing other people to feel bored. Like when you say, for example, this class is boring. I want to leave this class. It's boring, right?
Like talking about things, yeah. Things using boring.
No, I can talk about people. I can say, for example, falafilo is boring. Well, it's actually a thing. Oh my god! Like, let's assume that this is a person. Okay, so falafilo, who is a person who can, like talk and drink and everything. I can say he is boring because, like this person is boring. It means that he's the one who's causing other people to feel bored.
Can I say I'm feeling bored?
Yes, I'm feeling bored. Yes, like
Yeah.
like this is the same idea, adding ed or ing for some adjectives. Like this is exciting. It's an exciting movie. It makes me feel excited. This is an amusing trip. I feel amused. Like you're receiving or you're getting. You're given something. So
I think this told I said that.
this
Number
one.
5.
Oh, number 5.
Or like
Yes, told.
amazing.
He said me. You can say he told me. Yes.
Yes.
Or he said to
Or
me.
he said that and sentence. Okay.
Or he said that. Yes. These are all different options. Yes. Sometimes some mistakes are like a slip of the tongue, like while you're talking, you just make a mistake. But I'm not talking about a specific person. Like anyone could be making a mistake because they are not thinking about the language more than they are thinking about the idea. So maybe, like we know the answer to these mistakes, but while we're talking, we just like make them. Like how we speak in Arabic. Sometimes we make some mistakes while we're talking in Arabic. Now let's go to these baby mistakes in pronunciation. So number 6, who would like to pronounce this word for us?
Thing.
Thing. Yes, very good. We get the tip of our tongue out a little bit. All right, how about number 7?
Embarrassing?
Yes, embarrassing. Very good. Embarrassing. Very nice. Would you like to repeat it with me? Embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Yes, very good. Well, everyone else is asleep or what?
Embarrassing.
Yes. And number 8, prayers. Can we say it together? Prayers.
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 Very good. Not
The.
pray. Pray.
What's that? Yes. I said
What? Which word you're talking about?
prayers. We said not prayers. So,
Prayers. But you can say
something.
like, you know, the verb is pray.
Yes.
Like I
okay.
pray 5 times a day. Pray.
Yes.
Pray prayers. All right. And number 9, stage.
Stage. Yes.
Stage.
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 Yes. And the last sound here is j.
Ja.
Stage.
Ja. Yes.
Yeah. Not stage.
Stage.
It's not ja.
Okay.
J. You know, as if there is a very small d sound before the j. So it's
Yes.
like DJ, right? Where we got these common
Where.
mistakes here in Egypt specifically. Like we got where and when and what and why. So we don't have
Yes.
where, when, why, what. It's where, when, what, why. Okay. Can we say them? Where,
Where.
when,
Where,
when,
when,
What.
Why?
Why.
why. Excellent. Now we got rule and role. Let's make it singular to make it easy. The first one is rule. You know the meaning of the word rule?
Rule. Yes.
Rule. Like, can you put it in a sentence just to make sure? Like, rule.
Again,
Rule number 1.
Can you say it again?
the rules of the game.
Rules of the game. Yes. Yes. Or classroom rules. Yes. Very good. How
Yeah.
about rule?
This is my role to help my mom.
Very
It's
good. And do you
a
have
verb
So please can
or
you
noun.
repeat? Is it role or rule?
rule?
Rule is
Rule. The first
rule. The
one here?
first one. The second one it's roll.
No, role.
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 Role. Yeah.
Yes. Rule.
Okay.
Rule.
Roll. The
Rule.
first one rule and the second one roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Like our
So,
roles as teachers is our role is as teachers is to help our students. Our role in life is to do this. You know, the
Playing
role of the
role.
parent is to protect his or her children. Role. Okay. My
so
mom
the first word.
puts a lot of rules on me, like to come home early. Rule. Yeah.
So the first is dark lah and the second is light lah, or what?
I can show you the, if you like transcription, you can check it. Let me show it to you in the dictionary. This is rule. Can you
I
see
think
it?
not the L, I think the U and O sound,
Yes.
like rule and
Rule.
roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you see the
Rule and
dictionary?
roll.
Can you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
the dictionary?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is rule and this is roll. Can you see the difference is in the sound in the middle here? If you like
Yeah.
translation.
Mm.
Sorry, this is the one. Now let's go back to it. So like class room rules or the role of the teacher. Just to remember the meaning of the word. All right, so these are the baby mistakes that we had today, all right? And thank you so much for this wonderful discussion and your beautiful ideas that you shared. And inshallah, we're going to have another meeting very soon. Every time we have a different time, whether for the conversation club or for the teachers club. And the session that was recorded, we're going to upload it on our YouTube channel, TEFLship YouTube channel, just in case you want to go back to it for any reason. And thank you so much. And I hope I can see you all.
I need to ask a question for you.
Yes.
How many hours do you think is sufficient for teacher to be fluency? How many hours in the day to be fluency? if he مثلا was listening to podcasts or any an audio.
Well, I'll tell you something. Usually in English, you need a minimum of like 120 hours and above for moving from one level to another. To be fluent, it takes a lot of time and practice, but it differs from one person to another. Some people can do it in like a shorter time than others. Some people would need like more than 200 or 300 hours for study. However, what I would suggest is you do what you can do every day, even like it's very small, like it's a very small short time that you're going to dedicate, like even if it's for 5 minutes, but 5 minutes every day is better than like 1 hour every month, you know. So it's all about being consistent in studying. So if you could have like an application on your phone, like maybe TED Talks, Voice of America, BBC, 6 Minutes Learning English, any application that you feel comfortable with, you can just listen to it, dedicate time for yourself every day, even if this is 5 minutes or 10 minutes while you are in transportation going to work, or while you are in the kitchen making your breakfast or making a cup of tea. This could be your tea time, listening to something or reading something or studying something in English. Over a year, it will make a difference. So no shortcut, you know, it never goes like this.
Thank you.
Right?
I want to tell you that I feel very comfortable to talk to you and listening to you also. And thank you for.
Thank you so much.
And I watching you and I watched your YouTube channel.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And you did a great job correcting yourself. So this is a great improvement.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. So thank you all. And inshallah, we're going to meet next time in a coming club for the Teachers Club or the English Club, inshallah. So thank you so much and see you in the coming time. Yay. Goodbye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Have a nice day.
You too. Assalamu alaikum.